You started your coaching business to help others make an impact and maybe even change the world. You wanted to create something that reflects who you are, your values, your passion, your vision. But somewhere along the way, things got complicated. Between finding clients, managing your business, and keeping everything afloat, you may have lost sight of the values that were so important to you and that drove you to become a coach in the first place. Or maybe you've kept those values front and center, but you've noticed that focusing on them too much is having its own set of challenges. Maybe you're overgiving, taking on too much, or struggling with boundaries because you're so committed to helping everyone and staying true to your vision. In the long run, this can take a toll on your business and leave you feeling stretched thin. The truth is that running a successful coaching business means finding a balance between staying true to your personal values and ensuring your business remains sustainable and profitable. Today, we're not just talking about running a business. We're talking about how to build a coaching business that's rooted in your personal values, one that reflects your vision, helps you make tough decisions, and allows you to serve your clients without sacrificing what's important to you or your business health. Because let's face it, it's not just about adding more clients or generating more revenue. It's about building something that aligns with who you are at your core, while ensuring that you're thriving in every sense of the word. So how do you create a values-based coaching business that truly reflects your personal vision and still allows you to thrive? Let's dive into that today. Welcome, coaches. I'm Jackie Appleby, online business manager, business coach, and your guide on this journey towards not just building a successful coaching business, but creating a transformative one. Now, I know that you want to grow your coaching business while leading your best life, and I'm here to share tips, tricks, and strategies to make that dream achievable. With years of experience in the coaching industry, I've helped countless coaches move from feeling completely overwhelmed and chaotic to calm and thriving using my Coach to CEO framework. So if you feel like it's time to either fish or cut bait, you are in the right place, my friend. Now, I know that as coaches, you understand the power of values when working with your clients. You help them align with their core beliefs to create meaningful change in their lives. But here's something you may not have considered. Your values can also act as a catalyst in your business. They're not just a personal guide. They can shape the way that you build and grow your coaching practice. Your personal values serve as the foundation for everything that you do. They guide your decisions, influence your branding, and determine how you show up for your clients. When things get tough, and let's be real, they will, having a clear set of values to rely on is like having a compass. It keeps you pointed in the right direction, even when you're facing challenges or making tough decisions. Take, for example, some of the coaches that I've worked with. They've chosen to embrace the gift culture. Instead of charging a set fee, they ask clients to contribute what they feel is fair or what they can afford, because they believe that coaching should be accessible to everyone. This is a business model that's deeply rooted in the value of generosity and service. Other coaches I know regularly offer pro bono coaching as part of their business culture, driven by a strong commitment to make a difference in the community. These are beautiful examples of values guiding business decisions, but as I mentioned earlier, it's essential to strike a balance. While staying true to your values can create meaningful client connections and help you feel aligned with your purpose, it can also lead to overextending yourself if you don't set clear boundaries. That's why successful coaches know that while values are a powerful guiding force, they must also ensure that their business remains sustainable and able to thrive in the long run. Values aren't there to run your business. They're there to help you make decisions that align with who you are at your core. Now, here's where things can get a little tricky. You've got these incredible values driving your business: generosity, service, contribution, but at the same time, you're finding it hard to balance those values with running a sustainable business. Does that sound familiar? I've seen it happen time and time again. As coaches, we naturally want to help everyone. We want to make a difference. And sometimes that means that we start saying yes to every opportunity, offering free sessions, discounting prices, taking on too many clients who may not just be the right fit, just because we believe so strongly in helping others. And before we know it, we're exhausted, stretched too thin, and maybe even feeling a little resentful. This is why boundaries are so important. Now, I know that boundaries can sound a bit clinical or restrictive, but in reality, they're exactly the thing that will allow you to continue doing your best work while honoring your values. Think of them as protective barriers that let you stay true to your purpose without burning out. For example, I've worked with coaches who have set clear limits on how many pro bono or low cost sessions that they offer each year. They stick to their values of giving back, but do it in a way that doesn't sacrifice their business or personal well being. And here's the thing: successful coaches know that saying no sometimes is what makes the yes moments even more impactful. It's about being intentional with your time and energy so that you can give your best to the people and projects that align most with your vision. Remember, your values should be a guide, not a sacrifice. The key is finding the balance so that you can stay true to what matters most without feeling overwhelmed. Boundaries are what will help you to get there. So let's talk about the difference between personal values and business values. For some of you, they might be exactly the same, and that's great. But for others, like me, there's often a need to differentiate between the two. When I first started Diligent Assistant, I knew that my personal values, honesty, integrity, contribution, and growth, were essential to how I wanted to show up in the world. But as my business grew, I had to think beyond just me. I had to consider what my clients needed from me and what my team stood for, and how we could create a company culture that served everyone. That's why our company values at Diligent Assistant are a little bit different to my personal ones. Diligence, knowledge, wisdom, integrity, and passion, as well as trust. These values not only reflect who I am as the CEO, but also what my clients expect from me and how we work together as a team. It's a blend of my personal values and the broader needs of the people that we serve. So when you're building a values-based coaching business, take a moment to reflect. Your personal values are a great starting point, but you'll also want to think about how those align with the needs of your clients and any team members that you have. Your business values might expand to include things that are important for creating a thriving company culture or delivering exceptional client service. These business values are so important in your business as they serve as a guiding light, especially when it comes to planning and making big decisions in your business. Every year, I revisit both my personal values and my business values and make sure that they're still aligned with where I want to go and what I want Diligent Assistant to stand for. It's kind of like a values check-in. Are these values still the foundation I want to build from? Are they guiding me in the right direction? When I move into strategic planning, whether it's for the upcoming year or the next quarter, I reflect on these values again. I ask myself, does this strategy reflect the core values of the business? Will these activities help me grow while staying true to what matters most? For example, if one of your business values is transparency, you might look at how you're communicating with your clients. Are you being open and honest about pricing or how much time that you can commit? Are you setting clear expectations in your onboarding processes? If one of your values is innovation, you might ask yourself if the strategies you're planning for growth are truly pushing the envelope or if you're just playing it safe. Your values are the compass that helps you navigate the tough decisions, like whether to take on a project that doesn't quite feel aligned, or when to say no to something that doesn't reflect your core principles, even if it's lucrative. Values help you stay focused on the bigger picture, keeping your business growing in a way that feels authentic to who you are and what you stand for. Values help you stay focused on the bigger picture, keeping your business growing in a way that feels authentic to who you are and what you stand for. But why does this really matter? Because as coaches, what we do is inherently rooted in ethics, values, and principles. We're in the business of helping people create change, and that means acting from a place of integrity in everything we do. In a world that can sometimes feel chaotic, where some businesses seem to prioritize profits over people, it's more important than ever to lead with values. We may not be able to change everything that's happening out there, but through our coaching, we have the power to touch one life at a time. And that's where real change starts, by living and working in alignment with the values that make us decent, compassionate people. When we run our businesses with integrity, when we coach from a place of authenticity and ethical principles, we're doing our part to create a ripple effect of positive change. It might seem small, but if we can touch just one person through our values, if we can help just one client move closer to their best self, we are making a difference. That's the heart of coaching. It's about more than just running a business. It's about changing lives, one person at a time. All right, so how do you stay true to your values and run a business that doesn't leave you feeling depleted? Let's talk about a few practical ways you can make that happen. First, as I mentioned earlier, setting clear boundaries is essential. You've already heard me talk about this, but it's that important. Having those limits in place, whether it's deciding how much pro bono work you'll do or creating office hours that protect your personal time, will ensure you're not overextending yourself while staying true to your values. Second, align your service offerings with your values. Think about how your services can reflect what you believe in. If giving back is important to you, for example, you could offer a tiered pricing structure where clients at different income levels have options that work for them. Or maybe you create a pay what you can event once a year, so you're still giving back without it taking over your business. The goal is to let your values show up in the way that you serve, but in a sustainable way that protects your business. Third, you want to build your values into your brand. Your values shouldn't just live in the background. They should be part of how you present yourself and your business. For example, I work with a client whose core value, or one of them, is sustainability. She partnered with a company called One Tree Planted, and for every coaching client she serves, she donates to plant trees. It's a beautiful way to align her business with what matters to her while also creating a meaningful impact. When your values are embedded in your brand like this, it not only helps attract clients who share your vision, but it also ensures that you're leading your business with integrity. Finally, stay flexible. Your values might stay constant, but how you apply them can evolve over time. It's important to regularly check in with yourself and your business to ensure that you're still aligned and not drifting off course. Maybe the balance between giving and protecting your time needs adjusting, or perhaps your service offerings need tweaking. Regular reflection will help you stay connected to what matters most without losing sight of your business goals. At the end of the day, building a values-based business isn't just about what you do, it's about how you do it. Your values are your guide, your compass, but they shouldn't come at the expense of your own well-being or the sustainability of your business. So ask yourself, what boundaries do I need to put in place to honor both my values and my business? Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Building a values-based business isn't just about staying true to who you are. It's about creating a business that's resilient, sustainable, and deeply connected to your purpose. Your values are the compass that will guide you through the challenges, help you make tough decisions, and ensure that you're building something that lasts. If today's discussion on values resonated with you, be sure to check out my vlog on True to You, Essential Insights for Fostering an Authentic Coaching Business. It dives deeper into how you can create an authentic business that reflects who you are at the core, building stronger connections with your clients along the way. And I'll link that in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with other coaches who could benefit from building a values-driven business. And as always, feel free to reach out if you want to dive deeper into any of the topics. I'm here to help. Until next time, keep growing, keep thriving, and remember to build your business in a way that honors you.